In the wake of the Derek Chauvin conviction and some leaders calling for police reform, we decided to take a closer look here for you and reach out to Tulsa Police and the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office. Two Works for You Sierra Pizarro sat down with both today to talk about what's next in the aftermath of the Chauvin verdict. Now, each year, TCSO deputies undergo training to address mental health, cultural diversity, and de-escalation. But what's their next step, Sierra?
The Tulsa County Sheriff tells me he's committed to having a serious sit-down with community members. His goal is to make the community safer. That's something he's worried about considering the recent retention and recruitment obstacles that they've faced. Tulsa's law enforcement presence is dwindling.
People are not staying in these jobs anymore because of the atmosphere in which we're operating under.
In the past 2 weeks, Tulsa Sheriff Vic Regalado says he's lost 6 deputies. Residents within city limits will soon see fewer officers, too.
We are seeing this stigma associated with law enforcement that directly impacts the number of officers that we have.
Tulsa Chief Wendell Franklin says residents can expect longer waits for police service, and they've begun discussing what crimes they'll prioritize for investigations.
Our department is seeing is suffering now. It's suffering from the stigma associated with law enforcement.
A stigma that exploded last year after George Floyd's death.
Because of what's transpired across the nation, particularly in Minneapolis, that any manipulation of the neck that was not necessary for a deadly force situation, we moved that out of our policy.
And Sheriff Regalado says they've had an increase in minority recruitment over the years.
As of June of last year, we've had almost a 17% increase in African American employees. We've had just under a 200% increase in Hispanic employees. And then others, Pacific Islanders, Asians, a 4.7 increase.
His next step is a sit down.
We really need to sit down and have serious, productive conversations.
The sheriff wants to have those conversations with community members. He asks residents and organizations to call his office at 596-5601. We've heard the saying, the ultimate way to make change is by being a part of it. Because both agencies, TCSO and TPD, are struggling with recruitment, they urge anybody interested in joining their teams to apply online. I'm Sierra Pizarro, Two Works for You.